welcome to the line change. In this video, we're going to be going over the future of the Canucks blue line. We're going to talk about 3 players in particular, starting off with Elias Pettersson, D-Petey, or Junior, as like what Rick Tocchet likes to refer to him as. Yeah, we're just going to talk about them and how this Canucks blue line is going to look in the future. Obviously, Elias Pettersson is on the main roster right now. He's been on the Canucks team for a little while now. I know earlier he went up and down, but now since the trade of Carson Soucy, it looks like Elias Pettersson is going to be a mainstay on this Canucks team. He won't be rejoining Abbotsford anytime soon, or I'm assuming with them trading Soucy, he's permanent, at least on this roster. There's also Victor Mancini that we're going to talk about as well. And then, of course, we're going to talk a little bit about Tom Willander, who's not even playing in Abbotsford right now. He's still playing in junior, I believe. Sorry, I'm just waiting for it to load up. Yeah, he's still playing at Boston University, although correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section down below. I believe he's still in the NCAA. I'm not sure if that season's over yet, but perhaps there could be a chance we could see Tom Willander debut for the Canucks before the end of the season, just so he can get some reps in. If not, Willander, I believe, will fully or at least potentially be on the team for sure next season. Depends on how training camp goes, I guess. But let's get into let's start off with Elias Pettersson and just go through his stats and the type of defenseman that he is. We're gonna go through his facts to start. He was born February 16th, 2004, 21 years of age. His place of birth, Västerås, Sweden. So he's Swedish. People already knew that. 6'3", 209 pounds. Left-handed shot. Right now, he is currently making $838,000. Drafted in 2022 in the 3rd round, 80th overall by the Canucks. And then this is a little description posted by Elite Prospects during the 2022 draft. It says here, Elias is a good skater with a long stride. He can travel with the puck and is quick out to the corners. Elias is very involved in the game and drives it with a strong first pass or puck traveling. He has good control and his head up, uses mobility and reach to close gaps, and likes to shut down with 2. Elias is not only physical, he is highly competitive in his own end too. When his team needs him, he steps up. So that's a little description from Elite Prospects. This was obviously, as I mentioned, written in the year he was drafted. We're not going to get too much. Well, I guess why not? Let's get into some of his stats when he played in Sweden. 2018, 2019, 23 games, a goal and 6 assists. That was the U16 Elite League. 2019, 2020, 18 games played, 9 assists. 2020, 2021, the J18 region, 12 games, 4 goals, 9 assists. And then 2022, 2023, 14 games played, 5 goals, 10 assists. And then he played in the International Junior, where he was in 14 games, 3 goals, 4 assists. And then he did play in Abbotsford in the 2023-2024 season. He had a brief 8-game stint in Abbey, where he had 2 assists in those 8 games. And then so far with the Canucks this year, he's played 14 games and he's got 2 assists with Abbotsford this season to go along with his stint with the Canucks. He's played in 38 games and he's managed a goal and 12 assists, 13 points with the Abbotsford Canucks. So that's Elias Pettersson. Obviously, having watched him play the last several games or the last few weeks or so, he's shown a lot of promise. And clearly with the Canucks trading Susie away, shows that they have a lot of faith in Elias and they see him as a top defenseman in this league. Still a little bit of a sample size for D-Petey, but from what I've seen, I've really liked him. Obviously, when we first initially drafted him, there were the jokes about us having 2 Elias Petterssons, although Petey, the forward, he's Elias. This one is Elias, so the way you pronounce their names are slightly different. So that is D-Petey. Let's move on to Victor Mancini here. So Victor Mancini, born May 26th, 22 years old. He was born in Hancock, Michigan. He's 6'3", 229 pounds, right-handed shot. He has a cap hit of 870,000. Obviously, drafted in 2022 in the 5th round, 159th overall by the New York Rangers. Here's a little description from Elite Prospects on Mancini. It says here, Mancini played left defense on Frölunda's second pairing. His north-south speed was decent for his size. He was effective when he kept things simple and made quick short-range plays to stay out of trouble. Mancini's ability to read the game off the puck was something that stood out. He also made excellent reads and played a very alert game defensively. Let's look at his stats from his first season in Hartford, which is the AHL affiliate of the Rangers. In 2023, he played in 7 games and he had 3 assists. And then just this year with the New York Rangers, he played 15 games for the Rangers and had a goal and 4 assists. With the Hartford Wolfpack, he played in 23 games and had 3 goals and 7 assists. And then so far with the Vancouver Canucks, it says he's got no points, but maybe this hasn't been updated because I could have sworn in the other game he got an assist. But he's played in 4 games for the Canucks. They might need to update this because I believe he's played in 5 now, I believe. He's played 5 games in Abbotsford and has registered 1 assist. He is projected to... snuck up on me. He is projected to have played 37 games, 2 goals, and 8 assists. For 10 points. That's his projected. So we'll take that with a grain of salt. And yeah, again, same with D-Petey. From what I've seen so far, I've really liked what Mancini has offered the Canucks and what he's brought to the table. Obviously, when we traded for him, you had guys like Frank Corrado basically sing this guy's praises. You saw guys like Cam Robinson, I believe, as well, was singing Mancini's praises. And I really think this guy could be a top-end defenseman, just like D-Petey. Obviously, we haven't seen enough yet. Maybe we'll see a little bit more when he's... My goodness. Granted, it is almost 5:30 in the morning when I'm recording this, as I was trying to fix my camera. I don't know if you noticed in the videos, kept on zooming in and out at times, so it took me forever to finally fix that, so that's probably why I'm tired right now. But I wanted to get this video out before later and, just get it done. Where was I? Right. I believe Mancini, once he's had like a full season under his belt, will be even better. So I'm looking forward to that. And then let's move on to defenseman number 3 of the future for the Canucks, Tom Willander. Let's look at his info. Born February 9th, 2005. He's 20 years old. Born in Stockholm, Sweden. He's a 6'1", 190 pounds, right shot defenseman. He was drafted in the 2023 draft, 1st round 11th overall, so a very high draft pick for the Canucks. This is one of the reasons why you hear a lot of people talking about him. And he is unsigned right now, technically. But here's a little, I sincerely apologize for all this yawning. I'm not trying to make you guys yawn either, so look away when I do it. Willander's value stems from the combination of high-end skating and motor. He's always engaged defensively, using his dynamic posture and evasive footwork to guide attackers away from the middle and break up plays along the boards. When you add the fact that he's both strong and skilled physically and relentlessly competes for every puck, he's a nightmare to play against. Even if you start or manage to gain an advantage, Willander has the quickness to recover most of the time. And then his player type, he says he's a mobile defenseman, it's a speedster, as well as a two-way defenseman. I forgot to look at these for the other two, so let's quickly browse at that if I can find it. It doesn't show that for D-Petey. Let's quickly check Mancini. Never mind. It only shows that for Willander for some reason. But yeah. So yeah, Tom Willander, obviously we haven't really seen much from him. Or maybe I need to take a sip of some soda real quick. Coca-Cola. Anyway, for Boston University in 2023, he played 38 games, 4 goals, 21 assists, 25 points. We're not really going to look at his international play. His second season with Boston University, played 33 games, 2 goals, 19 assists, 21 points. And I do believe shows a little bit of playoff stats. Sorry. Never mind. Sorry. It's not letting me really glance at it. Here we go. Never mind. Sorry. Windows acting goofy for me. Not letting me scroll to the right. Unless maybe I go. No, not working. We won't look at that then. So yeah, he's obviously highly touted by a lot of people. And I'm interested. I haven't seen any clips of his on YouTube or anything like that. But, you know, if you got guys like if you got a lot of guys highly touting him, and just the fact that he was a first round pick and he's just outside of the top 10 picks. You know, he was drafted, so that's right outside of it. He must be good. There's not a whole lot of first round draft picks that don't turn out good in the NHL, at least from what I've seen. So obviously this guy's got a lot of eyes on him and he's expected to be a top 2 defenseman. I don't know if some people have maybe compared him to Quinn Hughes or something like that. I mean, obviously he's a little bigger than Quinn Hughes, being 6'1", but the fact that and it says here, he's a nightmare to play against, that really intrigues me and gets me excited for when he finally does debut and, you know, is a regular in the NHL. But that's going to do it for this video. I am, as I said, excited for the defense, for the future of the blue line for this Canucks team. It's been a while since we've had players the likes of Elias Pettersson, Victor Mancini, Tom Willander coming up in the system, guys who are highly anticipated, obviously with D-Petey and Mancini already being on the roster. We just need Willander. Obviously, Quinn Hughes is the best defenseman this team has ever had. So I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing potentially Hughes playing with a player the caliber of Willander, or even Elias Pettersson, or even Mancini. Like, basically seeing those 3 guys learn from Quinn Hughes, who's been through it and knows what it's like to come up as a defenseman in the NHL. I'm just really looking forward to seeing the future of this Canucks D-core, this blue line. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys are excited about when it comes to Willander, Elias Pettersson, and Victor Mancini. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to The Line Change, subscribe, especially if you are liking what you are seeing, our content. And also if you want to stay up to date on everything The Line Change here on YouTube, go ahead and hit that bell. You will be notified every single time we upload a video. I mentioned in our recap video against Montreal that we were the game, technically, I guess, tonight against Calgary, we're going live. I managed to sort all that out, and we are going live for that game recap. It'll be about, I want to say, 9:45 p.m. Pacific time. So hopefully just shortly after the game. Hopefully the game doesn't go a little over like it did against Montreal, as I noticed it was almost like 10 o'clock when the game was about to end, or was down to the final minutes. Yeah, 9:45, our live stream will be on YouTube. We'll also be live streaming on Twitter, on Instagram as well. So go ahead and check those out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.